was terrible. Hey, I was hoping you wouldn't see a bad one. But welcome to BigDivots. I'm your host, the world's most regular wannabe golfer, maybe in the world. I don't know. That's a big ask, right? Richie, Montana, and this this must be the only show on YouTube if you're watching me right now. But since you're here, why don't you follow me and come watch me practice and as we talk about routine today. So why routine? Well, as Dr. Bob Rotella said, and if you don't know who he is, look him up, way renowned, amazing sports psychologist, said routine is your wingman. It's what live TV here, we got problems. It's what helps get you out of your bad play, but more importantly for me, routine keeps me in my good play. I need to hit those harder. Those are not going very far. So right now, I'm not talking about the hour-long process that it takes me to execute a shot. Today, I'm talking about, more importantly, what's your I shouldn't say more importantly, but right now, what's your pre-round routine? What do you do to get ready? So over the next episode or two, this is a little sneak peek. In episode 4, I got a match planned between myself, Richie Montana, and my arch nemesis, best friend, best second player I know, Richie B. He doesn't know that I'm sitting here practicing right now, so if you see him, shh. But we're going to play, so I'm going to kind of go through that process with you. So, how do you get ready for a round? Do you show up an hour early and have a process that, for me, hopefully I can show up and get in. Hopefully I can show up an hour early, get a bunch of stuff in, or, ideally. And I'm going to make that commitment. That's one of my goals is 2 minutes left, is to commit to getting to the course an hour early, especially on the rounds that like my men's club rounds, the ones I want to shoot those 76s, right? Get there early. But a pre-round routine for me, and I'm in just the process of it right now, is I would ideally like to hit, good, bad, or in between, I'd like to hit 18. I'd like to get up and down, I shouldn't say hit, but I'd like to get up and down 18 times and make a game out of it. How many times did I get up and down? 9 out of 18, 4 out of 18, 0 out of 18, 18 out of 18, wouldn't that be something? But I try to do that, so getting up and down, and ask yourself, back to up and down, ask yourself, how many times do you physically practice getting up and down? Do you physically hit a chip and then try to make a putt? So I use my sand wedge, my gap wedge, my lob wedge, I hit it a hole, and then I putt around it. You can get a little messy. I'm not saying you can always finish that one, get as many in as you can is what I say. And then I like to go to the driving range and hit driver, 8-iron, 7-iron, pitching wedge, gap wedge, some kind of combination of that. Maybe I mix in some other clubs here and there, but for the most part, those are the shots. You can't leave these. Can't. She gets mad when I get too talkative, but you can't leave these. But on the range, back to being on the range. Show's almost over, but back to the range. I try to visualize the shots that I'm going to have that day. What are some of the drives I'm going to have? What are some of the 8-irons or 7-irons or pitching wedges at gap wedges that I could potentially have? and there's time, what are those shots? I try to visualize those shots, and I try to hit 15 to 20. I don't want to get myself tired. And then 3, I putt. And I try to have 18 holes, and I try to visualize some putts that I may have out of. On number 1, what are putts that I can have? On number 2, what's a putt I can have? On number 3. If you don't know the course, just visualize making putts, right? So, since we're out of time, I would like to leave you with our mental physical challenge today. The mental challenge. What is your pre-round routine? Think about it. What is it? Does it help you or hurt you, what you're doing? Could changing it make you better? And then the physical is actually practice it, commit to it. I'm going to commit to it. I'm going to commit to all my friends out there in lead. I'm going to get there an hour early this year. So you and Memphis better be ready this year. Love you guys. But I'm going to commit to that. And buddies, if it's just a fun round and it's something on a Thursday, and I get there 15 minutes early, I'll do my best and I'll find ways to integrate all 3 of those in 15 minutes. But the most important thing is I know what I want to get done when I get there. Even if it's a couple up and downs, 3 up and downs, 6 putts, 10 swings of my driver, and I get it all done in 15 minutes, as long as I've done it, right? But visualize, visualize, visualize. So, in conclusion, as always, if you like the show, share, follow, comment, subscribe, do all the things that the kids do, but make sure you tell a friend. And if you don't like the show, share, follow, comment, like, most importantly, subscribe and tell a friend. And until next time, keep grinding on.